Hi guys, so I'm Indy and this is my YouTube channel and this is like my very first video. And in this channel what I aim to do is to give you a walkthrough of my CS journey for the next few years. Well, a little bit of background. I'm studying Bachelor of Science in Hong Kong Baptist University and I'm a freshman. So I don't have any prior experience in computer science, so I believe anyone who is willing to pursue this field might be benefited to some extent, at least. That's what I hope. Starting to do simplified language, which is very similar to Python, but it's more simplified, so there are like less technicalities. Processing software. So processing is basically inbuilt. It has a Python's interface inbuilt to it. So first, I'm gonna be saving this file, or else I'm not gonna be able to open it. And I'm gonna be adding some background images, and like you can actually see this robot. I'm gonna be using this with a background that I'm gonna be selecting with you guys. What are they doing? Right, so I'm gonna be save as. I'm gonna be save as desktop something. It's not sketch. What can I name this? This name is not typical tutorial. This is not a tutorial. It's just my initial lesson. Maybe just call it a lesson. Oh, sorry, practice one. Right. Okay. This should do it. This is gonna be file opening where, yeah, you can see that there's a file open already. Then this is like a VS Code thing, and it's not important. And I'm gonna be I'm gonna be dragging this image. Oh my god, this is so annoying. I'm using my trackpad. Okay, I'm gonna be placing this robot here, and I'm gonna be getting a background for myself. Okay. mm, right, so I'm gonna be moving this into this. Now, for first thing that we need to keep in mind is like this file has to be in the same place as these images. Now if you want to, you can move the images into a separate folder. Like for example, if I want to make another folder here named let's say images, then I could like put this and that into these two pictures into the image folder and still use it. Nothing's gonna happen. But for now, I'm just gonna delete it because it's organized, but then it's just my personal preference. I like it that way. I'm just gonna clean up. Okay. Let's get started. So for this, first we need to right, for the syntax though, we can like you go to help and then there is references. You can go to references, then there's like a bunch of these are like the functions. It's just gonna help you to code. So it's like you can like go through these when we're gonna go through these as we're like writing the code. So our target will be to move the image of the robot across the screen using arrow keys. Okay, so let's get started. For this, at first we need to have a screen set up. So it's like the window size and the or whatever there's gonna be inside the screen basically. So let's first start def setup. So at first I'm gonna be defining a global variable. So a global variable is basically okay that's too technical, I think. So global refers to, it's like, it's like you can access the attributes to other parts of the code just by calling it. uh, it's like, uh, yeah. So global, I'm gonna be needing, I'm gonna be having a background image, and then the robot image, and also we're gonna be needing some coordinates. So I'm just gonna be naming them as X and Y. So we're just gonna be calling the images as image, and the background as BG, and the X coordinate to be X, and the Y coordinate to be Y. Okay. What this does is it sets the image and background and X coordinate, Y coordinate, or whatever we want to set X and Y as, uh, and we can, like, after initializing them, we can call them into other functions. Whereas if these were considered as locals, we couldn't use them in any part of the code. So global attributes allow us to use these variables in any part of the code, as we please. So next step is me going to the initialize the screen. So size, basically, yeah, size. Like, you can find size here, like command F, size, here, found it. Click on it, and then it's just basically gonna be, you can see, it's basically the width and height. Yeah, okay. It's gonna be setting to 750 and 750. Grab some water. Okay, so I've set up my screen size. Now I have to define this image background and X and Y because the computer doesn't know what that is. So what image means, I am loading an image. While coding though, we have to keep in mind to, for like case sensitive areas, because load image is an attribute, so the spellings and everything should be correct, or else this interface will not be able to recognize what I'm asking them to do. So load image. Also, the syntax is very important. So if I'm wanting to call the, what did I say? So robot and background. Oh, it's just too big. I'm just gonna rename it as like space. Okay. Robot.png. I'm just gonna copy the file name basically, and do the same thing for the background. Oops. Space.png. Okay. And initializing X. By the way, if you're wondering, I've been doing my classes for a while, so like that's why I know what to write basically. I'm just setting like a random XY value. You can like write anything, and setup basically is a one-time function, and when you come to setup, it's like basically doing it once. But then there's this another function that's basic, that's called draw. What it does is anything that's inside draw keeps on going in a loop. So whatever we're gonna be writing here is going to the loop. So like the order and the sequence of looping, like the sequence matters when we're like writing in draw. So like at first, suppose I want to set the background image, right? So I have to give the image as a background first. If I give the robot as a background, then you're gonna be seeing the robot in the background instead of the space. Okay, so what was the syntax here? Right, I made a mistake. BG 00. This one is the x coordinate and this one is the y coordinate, and I'm just gonna be placing width and height. This is basically width and height is basically the length and breadth of the screen. So when I say width and height, it's gonna go back to size, because the size is basically the length and height of the window screen that's gonna be opening. I haven't played it, but I think it should work. Okay, it's not, and the code is not done yet, so yeah. So we'll have to load. Oh right, I didn't call. See, okay, so you're gonna be. I had to. I'm using this background here, right? So I have to call them because this thing doesn't know where the background is coming from. So I have to call it. Okay. I'm like, you can do it step by step because I know that I'm gonna be needing 4 of these attributes here. So that's why I'm writing it. Let's see if it runs. It's not still running. Oh, okay. Let me just keep it to background and see if it works now. Okay, you know what? Just forget it. I'm just gonna be doing whatever. Okay, so I'm just gonna, just for the sake of, oh no. Okay. I was gonna do shift what? Oh no. Wait, what? Never mind. Oh right, I forgot. Right, yeah, I was gonna do this. Okay. This is a random width and height. Okay, should work. Okay. Yeah, it should work now. Wait, what? Okay, why is this showing an error here? It's not supposed to be showing an error. Graphics is processing that. Wait. Oh, wait a second. Oh, it's because the file name is in GPG. Oh my god. This is so annoying. You have to use a... Yeah, okay, now it's gonna work. See? Oh, why is it so big? What the hell? Okay, anyways, our mini robot is there. Okay, so you gotta see how it works. Okay, the screen is too big. What the hell? Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, so now what we're doing is this. We're gonna be needing this attribute. Where is key press? Command F, key press and key code. Key press function. It's basically, key press is basically when you press any key and then there is this key code. What about key code is, it has like some coded keys, like for example like alternate key, the arrow keys. Basically you don't have to you just have to write like up, down, left, right to navigate your, to like use your arrow key to like give a command. So basically, okay, I'm just gonna show you what I mean by writing the code. Key pressed. Right. What? So what I want is every time the, okay, so about the window. Okay, let me just, oh, okay, let me just run it again. So as you can see, the window, the y axis is basically this, and this is the origin. So this is 0, 0, and below, like if you remember the quadrant, the system of the number line, y basically, we learned that y decreases while going down, but for this case, like for encoding, y increases while you're going down because the origin is there. X remains the same. X is like as you go to the right, the value increases, but for y, as you go below, your value increases instead of decreasing. So it's a 0, and so y is gonna be like 1, 2, 3, something like that here. For now, let's just cancel this, and what we'll be doing is Ctrl Z. Oh no. But we're gonna be needing to use key code. So how are they using key code here? Right, we're gonna be having to call the global keys. Okay, and then this part is not needed though. It says something's broken, but we don't really need this. Yeah, and then we're gonna be using like the if else function. If else, it's basically the condition, like logics. So if this happens, you do this, and then if this happens, you do this. It's basically like that. So if key code is up, up means I'm gonna go down. Okay, so that means if the user presses the up arrow key, what is the computer supposed to do, or what is the robot supposed to do? So in this case, robot is supposed to move up. So as I said before, when in program, for example, suppose this is your game screen, like this. So as you go below, y is gonna increase. For example, you can take a look at this here, like the values are increasing. You can imagine this to be the y-axis and that to be the x-axis. So if I want to move up, I am gonna have to subtract a certain value from y. So right now, y is like the position of the robot is somewhere around here, right? 151. Suppose this is 115x, this one is 115y. So this is where the robot is. If I want to move up, so the I have to go from here to here. So do you realize that y value is decreasing? Like suppose it's here, so like its initial y value is 5, but then I want to move up, then the y value becomes 4, so the value is decreasing, right? So what we'll be doing is this: y equals to y minus 10, right? What this happens is basically when you press the arrow key, you're asking the robot to go 10 units up, right? I'm gonna be copying this. This is gonna be down, that's gonna be x. This is oh no. Okay, up, down, y. This is gonna be plus. So this is gonna be now x. Okay. Oh. Should work. Okay. Now see, so see, this is how you move the robot. So you can like make the robot to come and maybe stand here. See, the robot is now on the moon. Okay. So basically that was a simple demonstration. And if you don't want the robot to like move when you press on the mouse, you can just like this key press is basically what this does is when you're pressing the key, it's just when the key is pressed, that's when this is gonna work. If it's not pressed, then this is not gonna go up. So for example, if I remove this part, let's see what happens. So you click on, I'm clicking on right, it's gonna go keep on going that way. It's not gonna stop. Look. Okay, so I think it's enough for our first video. Until you're just like controlling the robot to like move across the screen or whenever you're like clicking on the mouse. So like you can do it too. Like it's like download the image and then download the software and try this code and like try moving it whatever you want it to. You can even move it out of the screen if you want, and then you can even bring it back. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for listening to me, and thank you so much for your time. And I hope that this was a start. It was maybe not the best start, but I'm gonna be walking down to like next. I'll try to cover all the class, all the all the things that I've learned, and I'm gonna be showing you with my practice. So stay tuned. Bye bye, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share if you like this video. And if you really want to commit and like watch my journey to this whole course, then don't forget to give a thumbs up, and I might continue. There's a high chance of me continuing this later on to the like my second year and third year and fourth year. I'll try, of course. Depends on the user engagement. So like, of course, I'm gonna be needing your support in this. So, thank you so much for listening, and I really hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.